Peace, peace, peace. It's the Autochthonous one. And you see the title of the video. This video is going to be called The Learning. America was a Negro continent. All right. Peace, peace, peace. It's the Autochthonous. And you see. All right, let me turn that off. All right, let me turn that off real quick. Let me get into some more. Pull up. Let me see. Shout out to everybody in the chat, man. Peace to everybody. Like I said, man, if you want to help me with this documentary, Culture Freedom, the Hidden Cultures of America, the link is in the description, as well as if you want to cop you something to represent you, not FUBU, but for you, by you. You know, so you can definitely represent yourself, all right? So with that being said, we're going to get right into this, man. Like I said, and this is called The Learning, all right? So now, you got a couple of people who've been putting up videos showing the Olmecs, right? Chief X is one of them. And last night, Brother Sanchez, he actually, you know, he did a clickbait video to where he was saying was the Aborigines black or Mongoloids, right? Now, my thing is this, right? Anybody with any common sense know that everybody cannot wear braids in their hair. And you understand this, right? Even from culture and DNA, right? You only see a few people wearing braids, a few nationalities. Now, you got people who will say quick to say, well, you know, this guy Chief X or whatever, which he need to stick to just talking and shit. Don't share no information. Don't share nobody over videos using them as a source, because you're only gonna make a fool out of yourself. All right. The Olmecs was not the first civilization of America. Okay. Even though that they would like to teach you that, they would like to tell you that the Olmecs was the first civilization of America. No, the Olmecs are a civilization that expanded from Peru. I mean, from as well as Peru. Now, people always go back and say, well, yeah, Bukhari came here with 15,000 ships or 1,500 ships or whatever, however many ships they try to say. And they always try to make it seem like the Olmecs came as a result of Mansa Musa or Abu Bukhari coming over here, right? Now, I don't even believe Mansa Musa was from Africa. I believe Mansa Musa was El Dorado. Now, I can't prove that. I cannot prove it. But guess what? I can tell you one thing. All the gold that's sitting in Fort Knox did not come from Africa. The gold that's sitting in Fort Knox, the gold that the Rothschilds got, the gold that Queen Elizabeth got, the gold that all these European nations got from the Americas, okay? And it wasn't because of no Mansa Musa. Now, they would tell you, Abu Bukhari came here with 1,500 ships, and listen, it was already, if they found Luzia, in Brazil. Now, that's another thing what these guys do, right? They would sit here and tell you what the experts, they would go against the experts, and they not even experts in their field. You just observing just like everybody else, and you using your opinion to basically try to teach somebody or change our views and our opinions, right? Now, if you got Luzia, who they found in Brazil, right? They found her in Brazil. She dates back to so-called, what, 12,000 years or something in that order. Then you got Naya. Now, people are, oh, well, you know, 12,000 years is nothing or whatever, though. But you got other accounts of people or bodies that they done found that dates over 100,000 years in the Americas, right? But we just want to stick on, right? Because you got the guy Rob Bourne, right? All they keep touching on is African churches and these numerous different people who was Aborigines keep saying that they was it was black people here thousands of years before we even get to the 17, 16, 1800s. So you got to go back and really do your research, man, because I'm tired of like this is gonna be the last video I'm making on this, man. And I just wanted to, because I watched the video last night with this guy, Chief X, right? And I didn't even watch it. I just skimmed through it because he's an idiot and he's not talking about nothing. You know what I'm saying? I mean, like I said, I'm thinking a lot of the Africans, either they under a spell, they're agent, or they really special ed students. Or they really want to be part of a culture that bad and they don't understand nothing, all right? So that's why I called this the learning. I got other videos stating that America was a Negro continent, right? So let's get into this. You know what? I can't even see the rest of my picture. Let me see. Let's start here. All right, hold up. Let me see something. All right, this is just a picture, Peru. I showed this picture a couple times. Now this is Peru, okay? Now, do the people that they showing, now this is just a drawing, we know, but this is part of a map in which somebody put up there, right? Do they look anything like the people that's in Peru now? Do they? They obviously look like Negroes to me, right? As well as Paraguay. Paraguay is right up under Peru. See this? Look at these people. These people are Negroes. And the funny thing with us, we pick and choose who we want to be black. Vanessa Williams is black. You know what I'm saying? My light-skinned mother, my mother's a little darker than Vanessa Williams, okay? Now, you look at Vanessa Williams, you're like, oh, Vanessa Williams black. But when you see people like this, when you see images like this, these images not black. Now, people would love to say, well, oh, this is imagery. No. So how do you know that the people in Egypt are you? How do you know that? Because the people that's in Egypt now don't look like you. The walls, the paintings on the walls don't look like you, or some of them are dark. Some of them are dark, and we know that they do send these so-called universities, that their cronies over there to lighten up the walls and everything, which ain't gonna work. But nonetheless, though, that's what they do or whatever, right? But you got jokers who DNA obviously is from West Africa, right? But all they do is claim Egypt. There's no pyramids in West Africa, homeboy. There's none. There's no pyramids in South Africa. So how do you connect yourself to the Sudan and Egypt? Now, the funny thing about this is, right, there's only about 200 so-called structures found over there in that continent, in Africa. Now, check this out. Shout out to my brother, Chief Holiday, man, because he actually was the brother who actually was talking about these 60,000 structures that they found. Now, check this out. We're just going to read through a little bit of this, man. Just if you happen to be on a slow bus and you happen to need sources and everything, you know, because, you know, like I said, a lot of these guys, man, I'm just like, I don't know, man. I was actually on Brother Sanchez's show last night, man, and I don't know, man. I just gotta stop. I just gotta stay in my own shell, man, because I'm starting to think a lot of these guys is bugged out, man. Motherfuckers don't want to claim the Americas, but you want to claim Antarctica and say that the whole world flat and everybody, we are all one big family. If we all one big family, why the fuck we being colonized by one people? So we supposed to forget everything that was done to us here and just say, oh, well, let's go back to Antarctica because the world is flat and there's more. I tell people, 3/5 of the food around the world comes from the Americas. How is that possible? How is the Americas feeding Africa, China, Europe, and other places? How is that possible? Why is it not the other way around? Why is Africa not feeding the world? Why is the Americas? Now, people, like I say, a lot of people they use the right. They like to say stupid stuff like, all right, well, you know, it's abundance with, you know, vegetation. You don't see all this green grass and all. When you look at Africa, like a damn atomic bomb hit that shit, man. A lot of the place over there is dusty. It's I'm not saying I never been over there, but the images that I see or whatever, and like my man said, you got some of them jokers that live in the desert in Africa got to walk almost 100 miles to get to water. How is that possible? If it's abundance with food and it houses almost 1 billion people, why are the people over there? Why the people don't have abundance of food over there? Or it's supposed to be garden eating. Why they not just having papaya trees and mango trees and berries and shit growing all around them? America, because America is the original play. And like I said, I don't have to prove this. It's already proven. All right. So now look, let me get touched a little bit on this. Let me see. Let me make sure that this is up and up. All right. Let me read. All right, just give me a second, people. I don't know why some of these right here be freezing up on my screen though, but we're gonna get through this, y'all. All right, it say hitting megalopolis. It say with 60,000 structures discovered in Guatemala using lasers. All right, now, like I said, my brother Chief Holiday done touched on this a couple of times, but I need to use this because this is actually going with the rest of the video. That will load up. What the hell is going on? Why is it freezing up? All right, just gonna make sure this is running and everything is on the up and up. All right, here we go. Let's freeze. Let's close this out. I'm just waiting for this damn article. All right, here we go. I think here we go. It say architects in Guatemala have uncovered an unprecedented net Mayan features, such as an elevated highways, according to the exclusive report by National. The discovery is being called a megalopolis, a megalopolis. It says and suggests that we've been vastly underestimating the Mayan culture. It say at the height or its power 12,000 years ago. Now, it's saying 12,000 years ago. I say research is the breakthrough to the cutting edge since light arranging, better known as LIDAR. Say you usually aerial LIDAR record into lasers that measure the distance from air down to the giving point of the surface of the earth, according to the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration. The particular images cover more than 800 square miles of Mayan biospheres reserve in northern Guatemala. Altogether are the largest LIDAR data set ever to be used in archaeology research, according to right now. Check this out: 60,000 structures. Right now, they don't have no. What's the name of the structures? But they telling you. Maybe they do got some footage of it. I was looking for some footage of it. this is basically what it looks like right here. All right, it says Guatemala Mayan society future a huge megalopolis. It's a LADAR. All right, so this is what they said. Now this is they said 60,000. Now this shit blew my mind when Chief Holiday told me. I'm like, what? 60,000 structures? What the fuck? 1,000. Now let's read some more of this shit. All right, here we go. All right, so it said LADAR images make it clear that the entire region was a settlement system whose scale and population density has been grossly underestimated. Thomas Garrison of the Inca College, archaeologist and National Geographic explorer specialized in applying technology like LADAR, told National Geographic. Let the archaeologist to digitally erase the jungle top canopy from an aerial image, essentially photoshopping them out without the canopy in the way. The massive pre-Columbian was revealed for the first time in centuries. What the researchers saw appends assumptions about pre-Columbian life. We've had this Western concept that complex civilization can't flourish in the topics are where civilizations go to die. Tulane University archaeologist Marcelo Canuto is a National Geographic explorer told National Geographics, but with the LADAR based evidence from the Central America, we now have to consider that the complex society may have the topics and made their way outward from there. Check this out, right? All right, now let me see. I'm gonna read some more. All right, so at its peak, fuck man. Sometimes I hate opening some of these articles up, man, because some of these articles they be freezing and shit, man. All right, here we go. All right, here we go. Make sure no more. All right, so the Mayan culture was at its peak roughly 250 AD to 900 AD, according to the Mesoamerican Research Center. Say during the era known as the Mayan Classic period, it's a civilization once the size of medieval England, it's a and much more densely populated than previous research has suspected, according to National Geographic. In the past, still limited to ground-based. Geologists had believed that the Mayan civilization in the Central America to be diffused and loosely connected, but the megalopolis is the mega that actually more comparable of ancient Greek or China. They always try to compare some of the ancient Greece or China, right? It's a later scan show densely packed urban centers, sophisticated aeration centers, and achievement like highways that have been rise off the ground so that they could still be used during the rainy season. Radar evolution archaeologists, the way of the Hubble Space Telescope revolutionized astronomy. Say Francis Estrada Belli, say University archaeologist and National Geographic explorer told National Geographic, we need 100 years to go through all the data and really understand what we seen. Now, they saying that this is the Mayan civilization. Man, I'm gonna close this out because I don't want this shit like it's slowing computer up. All right, so as we rules of Bonaparte, and this is in Chiapas, Mexico. All right. So now, now, let me see. Let me go now. So, all right, hold up. All right, now I'm gonna go to this one right here. Studying Bonaparte murals. They say the paintings were first seen by non-Mayan eyes at the beginning of the 20th century when local Lacandan Mayan accompanied American photographer Giles Hanley. They say to ruins and saw the paintings within the building. Many Mexicans and foreign institutions organized a series of expeditions to they say the Mayans, the murals, including the Carnegie Institute of Washington, the Mexican Institute of Anthropology and the History. It say in 1990s, it say a project from Yale University director Mary aimed to record the paintings with a higher definition technology. The Bonaparte mural painting complete cover the walls of three, say, with low benches occupy more than the floor space in each room. They say the scenes are meant to be in successive order from room 1 to room 3. It say organized over several vertical registers. Say the human figures are portrayed about 2/3 of life size, and they tell a story related to the life of Khan Mowan. They say one of the last rulers of Bonaparte who married a princess Yakchalan. They say probably descended of the Yakchalan rulers. All right. They say all as a Shield Jaguar 3. Okay, so court inscription, they say these events took place in 790 AD. All right, around the same time that we're talking about found these pictures. Now, look, like I said, we look at people like fucking Vanessa Williams and a lot of other people, and we consider them to be black. But when we see people like this, we don't even say, well, these people are Negroes too. And the funny thing about what really makes it even more funny is that they don't look like the people who live in there now. Because the people who live in there now have distinctive features that stand out differently from us. Okay, now you see these are obviously Negroes, whether you agree with me or you don't agree with me. I could keep less. All right, let's keep it moving. It's saying the first room to Bonaparte, the painting murals portrait a courtly scene with a ceremony attended by the king. Khan Muan and his wife, a child, is present to gather nobles by the high dignitary scholars. They have proposed that the meaning of the scene was the presentation of the royal her to the mobility of the Bonaparte. However, others point out that there is no mention of this event, and the text runs along the east-southwest wall, say which by contracts mentioned the date in which the building was dedicated in 790 AD. All right, so now the same time that they found that these structures that we mentioned that Guatemala or that they were saying the Mayans was built. Now these people obviously have to have something to do with them. Now looking at them, if you can look at the people on the walls of Kemet and you can't look at these are not black people. So these are not black people. And then the thing about it is this, right? When you go to the Olmec heads, right? Now you got people out here who would clearly tell you, oh well, we know that some of these Olmecs look like probably some Asians, but we know that the Asians came to what we call Mexico. We know that. We know that. We already know that Asians came there. But nonetheless, though, when you look at the back of an Olmec head, okay, I don't know too many Mexicans or too many people who got straight hair, their hair could stay like this for a period of time. Okay, and then people say, "Oh, them are Nigerian braids, man." Shut the fuck up, man. This ain't got nothing to do with no damn Africa. Because if it did, you would find these same structures over in Africa, or you would see some resemblance. Because if they obviously, if this came from Africa, meaning that they had to start over there, so we would find some of these heads over there. But you don't. You don't. You find them over here. Now, the funny thing about it is, like I said, everybody want to say, well, the Olmec civilization was the first civilization of the Americas. No, it was not. And we're going to get into that. All right, so now let's see something. Let me see. Hold up. Where was I? All right. Boom, 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 boom. All right, here we go. Let's go here. All right, this is another article. I found the facts about the ancient Olmecs. All right. Now they say the Olmec culture thrived along Mexico Gulf Coast from roughly 1200 to 400 BC. Now we in BC. This is before Common Era. We know AD is after, they call it after death, or what's the name? Minion, whatever. Y'all know what it is, pretty much. All right. So it says, best known today for the carved colossal heads. Olmecs were an important early Mesoamerican civilization which had much influence on later cultures such as the Aztecs and the Mayas. They say, what do we know about these mysterious ancient people, right? All right. Now I say they was the first major Mesoamerican culture, which I don't believe that, because Karu's older, way older than this. They just don't want to tell you about it. Okay, now the Olmecs was the first great culture to arise from Mexico and Central America. They established a city on a river in 1200 BC or so. Archaeologists who do not know the original name of the city calls it San Lorenzo. They gave it a Spaniard name, okay? San Lorenzo had no peer or rivals. It was the largest and most magnificent city in Mesoamerica at the time, and exerted great influence in the region's archaeology. The Olmecs, one of the six pristine civilizations. These were the cultures that developed on their own without the benefit of migration or influence from some other civilizations. All right. So Olmecs thrives in the present day. Mexico is saying in states of Veracruz and Tabasco. Say some 3,000 years ago. All right, saying 3,000 years ago. All right, they say these civilizations declined around 400 BC, and their major cities were reclaimed by the jungle. They say because so much time has much information about their culture has been lost. For example, it is not known if the Olmecs had books like the Mayas or the Aztecs, if there even were any such books said to disintegrate long ago. Well, disintegrate long ago. It say in the moist climate of Mexico Gulf Coast. It say all of the remaining Olmec cultures are stone carvings, ruined cities, and a handful of wooden artifacts pulled from the bog at the Manatee site. It say nearly everything we know about the Olmecs have been discovered and pieced together by archaeologists. All right. Now we're just going to go into a little bit more of this because I got some other stuff I want to show you or whatever. This ain't going to be a long joint because it's a lot of videos already touched on the Olmec. We already know about it, but I just wanted to go on some things because people always refer to the Olmec civilization. The Olmec civilization is not the first civilization in fucking Central America. If you had pyramids in Peru and Peru before Egypt, then that's first civilization. And with the exception also, let's take this into consideration. Let's touch on this. All right. Now we already know about the Olmecs, but we're gonna go on something. We're gonna go on a different route right here. All right. Now say ancient seeds reveal a ding crop. All right. Now it say America, a old world, or horticulture. It say begin about sometime. Archaeologists have found some of the oldest evidence to cultivate food plants in South America: the squash seed, peanut husk, hulls, cotton balls, and quinoa. It say like seeds add to evidence that the dawn of world was earlier than more protracted than previously thought. Tom Dillahay is a Vanderbilt University in Nashville, Tennessee, and his colleague dug beneath floors. They always digging and stealing something, but you know, it's a and peered under ancient grinding stones in the Peruvian Andes. They found squash seeds around 10,000 years ago. Wild peanuts far from the regions where it's typically grown, around 8,000 years old. It's and cotton balls around 6,000 years old. Now, if you want to hear more about this, look, we're doing a series. It's called the Encyclopedia of the Aborigines, 15,000 years of innovation and inventions. All right, brother Jaguar Olmec, as well as the brother AP, actually passed this down to me, and we've been doing this maybe for about a month or so. So if you really want to go back and see what was being done over here, check that out, because all of that stuff in that book, a lot of that stuff precedes or way before any Olmecs even came. Because everybody, Abubakari came here with thousands of fuck out of here, man. They already had civilizations already going, all right? So it's saying Tom data add more evidence that food production and horticulture developed nearly as early as the old world as in the new world, says Dolores Piper, an archaeologist at the Smithsonian, typically research institute in Panama. The evidence had been accumulating for about 15 years. It was once thought that agriculture hit the new world all at once around 5,000 years ago. It's unclear domesticated some of these plants, say, where even if they had been clearly been from the wild or grown on purpose, there is a long period of systematic cultivation before something that we would call domestic appears, says Piper. It squashes domestication happens fast. It says as other crops have relatively long periods of pre-domestication, let's say cultivation. You can't say that they are wild. I say you can't say that they are domesticated. They are something in between. Writing in science, Leahy is say, and his colleagues conclude that squash was domesticated all over Mesoamerica and South America about 10,000 years ago at the beginning of the Holocene. It say the period with a mild climate and carbon dioxide rich atmosphere in which we came to live. All right, so this is some of the references right here, and this is actually from Nature, the Nature International Weekly Journal. Now they telling you right here. Now they was growing stuff in Peru. They say 8,000, 6,000 years ago, or whatever. They said 10,000. They found squash seeds around 10,000 years ago. So this is evidence of a civilization that precedes way before any or any of that. All right. So now let me see something. Where was I at? Let me see. I already touched on this. Let's go right here. You know what? Let me see something. Let me see. I was looking for something in particular. Let me see. All right, yeah, all right. This is exactly what I'm looking for. Right here. Boom. All right, we're going to get with this right here. All right. Make it a little bigger. All right. So now look. This is basically a freestyle video, y'all. I didn't put much together to do this one because I pretty much know this is a picture of the Incas, all right? That's obviously, you agree with me or you don't want to agree with me, is a motherfucking Negro. These are another pictures of the Peru, that these are John Oberle maps, all right? Now, these are the people that he said that he seen, or not he said, because most people think that he didn't come here and see this stuff for himself. This is a motherfucking camel. This is a camel. This is not a fucking a llama. You know, people say that the llama is in the camel family. This is a damn camel right here in Peru. All right. Now, I have to take these paintings and these drawings seriously, because whoever did this, why, if the people here was white with straight hair and short little Mexican looking people, why would they depict people as being Negroes? Why would they depict them like this? Now, this is not even the only one. Check this out. Like I said, this is Paraguay. This motherfucker has an afro. I don't care what you want to say. This little boy right here has an afro as well. Look, these are Negro with the feather crown on, like we see here in North America. That was in Virginia and in other places in the Americas. All right, because we also see the New York still had a man with a feather crown on, right? So now check that out. Let me see. Now check this out. This is the Yucatan Peninsula, right? Where we find Naya at. Now we find Naya Yucatan. It's a Yucatan, Guatemala. Look at these motherfuckers. This nigga has an afro, man. This man has an afro, okay? Look at this. We know these are fictionary characters, right? These Europeans. We know that they out of place. But if look at the Guatemalans, look at this. This man right here is a fucking Negro. Now you could sit here and say, well, that's just drawing. No, that's somebody seen that when they came here. Somebody seen that image when they came here. This is not no, oh, well, somebody drew this just for the hell of it. Why would they depict a motherfucking Negro here? A free Negro at that. All right, this Yucatan, Guatemala, where we go. Because this is one of my favorite articles right here. The Smithsonian Institute, man. You can't lose with this one, man. You know, even though we got guys that sit up here saying, well, the people, the Negroes that they found in Americas had straight hair. Well, I have yet to see any Negroes with any straight hair. In fact, I'm going to show you something. I'm going to show you the Chutilla mummies. And I already did a video on the Chutilla mummies that's in Peru. And I already showed you. I know that this is kind of getting redundant. I keep showing the same research as far as this article right here. But you got to show this article because you experts that's telling you this. And even when they show you Luzia, right? You got the expert, Richard Neves, is telling you that this is a Negro. But the Amin Ra squad, the Dagger squad will say, oh, no, that's an Australianoid. Who are you to go over what the experts said? Now, he ain't even the only person. We got Samuel Morton, who made the Aboriginal, the book about the Aboriginal races of America. And he's telling you the physiognomy is that of an Indian, that of a Negro. What's he saying that? Why is he saying that? Why is he saying? He made a mistake, and that need to be updated. It needs to be updated because you're wrong about what you talk about. Now I say the skull of Naya on the floor of the Hoya Negro as appeared December in 2011, having rolled into nearly an upright position. All right. Now this is in the Yucatan Peninsula. Now, what I just showed you the images of in the Yucatan. Look. Now, diver Susan Bird works on the bottom of the Hoya Negro, a large dome-shaped underwater cave on Mexico Yucatan Peninsula. She carefully pushes off the human skull found at the site while her timbers take detailed photographs. All right. So now what did I just show you? I just showed you people in Yucatan. Now you have to listen. Shout out to my brother nonetheless. This is a motherfucking crime scene, okay? Because they covering up a lot of this shit. We know damn well them people that's in Mexico now ain't have nothing to do with none of the shit that they found there. They got nothing to do with it. The people in Peru are not the Peruvian or the Aboriginal Peruvians that was there. They are not. Now, how can I substantiate my claim? All right, check this out. See this? These are what they call the Tutila mummy. See this? Motherfucker got locks, okay? You go to Peru and show me one person who have locks in their hair. Just show me one of the Peruvians that there now with locks in their hair. Show me. Because understand this, right? It's just so ironic that the people who's supposed to be from Africa are the only people who rock all these different hairstyles. Now, this is just a claim. You at some point in time, you gotta start taking these claims serious because you have to say, well, damn, why the so-called African American wearing dreadlocks, braids, mohawks, afros, wearing all of the stuff that you seen the people in America wearing, and we ain't got no African heritage. We don't do none of the shit that Africans do, but we do all of the shit that the people in America did. We do all of the shit that the people here in America do. And now we waking up calling ourselves Aborigines of America. And then people sitting up there saying, oh, well, they get idiots. It's facts. It's facts. Whether you want to look at this man right here. These are locks. Now you're gonna have somebody come and try to debunk it or so. Oh, we're gonna debunk this. These are, man, shut up, man. Like I said, you gotta use your brain. Because if you rely on these guys to teach you, you're gonna take 5 DNA tests and keep linking yourself over there to that continent when you are originally from this continent. Okay? Look how long his locks is. Look how long his locks is. Who wearing locks? We got brothers and sisters in Guyana. We got brothers and sisters in Jamaica, the West Indies. You got brothers and sisters here in North America wearing this same exact hairstyle. Why is that? Why is that? Yeah, I know. Okay, crickets, right? Cricket. These are cemeteries. All right. Now I just showed you what the Incas look like. Where's his straight hair at? Why all these images you don't see no hair hanging down past it? Why? Right. Where's the straight hair at? Now, like I said, these are drawings. See more straight hair in Egypt, and they still connect themselves to Egyptians than you see over here with these images that all right. Like I said, we know some showed you 100 times, Peru, etc. Right? Well, let's go here. Let's go to something different. Let's look at the codex. All right. Now look. See this? If you look good, you will see that this man right here has some type of locks on his head. Okay? Now, these is Negroes. These is Negroes. Now, who are these little bastards that they fucking holding? You know what I'm saying? Who is these people? Now, look, even here, these is Negroes. They doing sacrifices on these yellow people. These might have been the fucking Asian people that came there. Look, these is fucking black people. Look. Look. More black people. Look. Okay? Where did these people go at? Where, you know what? Let me click on the actual site, man, so we can look through all of them, man. So we can look through all of them, man, because like I said, man, they want to tell you the Aztecs, see that they lighten them up. When you look at these other pictures, you see that they lighten a lot of these images up, man. You understand what I'm saying? You see that they lighten a lot of them up. Let me just go to the Codex Mendex. Mendoza. You see they lighten the pictures up. If you see the dark-skinned so-called Aztecs holding the lighter so-called invaders or whatever, why are they showing you the invaders with the same shit on? And that's what yesterday I had to let Brother Sanchez know. They want to say, oh, well, this was a melting pot for everyone. Really? Okay, all right. Well, let's hold up. Let's if this was a melting pot. Let me see something. Why the fuck is shit coming out like this? Let me see something. Hold on. Let me see something. Click on that. We're going to click on this. Like always, the reference point. As well, we're going to click on this. All right. Last Emperor of Mexico. This is supposed to be Moctezuma, okay? Now, like one of the Mexicans that's there now, man, I might as well stop calling myself black for Aborigine, okay? The last so-called Emperor of Mexico, right? But hold up. It gets better. I already showed you the bone part paintings or whatever. More Negroes that they found here. Let me see something. This supposed to be Moctezuma bloodline right here, according to what people says. All right. Now, look at these people. Carlos Quentin, right here. Look at these people. These people are Negroes, man. And we can sit there and play games all we want and say, well, you know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of this stuff is not up for debate no longer, man. Because it's like at some point in time, we're gonna have to really start checking jokers, because a lot of these jokers just be lying, man. They don't want to, they want to hide this and make you from Africa for some reason. Now, this is something that I've been lately touching on. Shout out to Johnny Aboriginal for bringing this to light. Carlos Tevez Marquez, Terry genuine historian. He's also probably a Mexican or from that region. What reason do he have to lie and tell you the Negro type is seen in most ancient Mexican sculptures? Now he's saying ancient Mexican sculptures. What do let's look up what the word ancient means. Since people are so fucking smart, I'm looking up on my phone, y'all. So I just want to be precise with the definition, y'all. Let's look up the word. It say having had an existence of many years. Okay. It say or relating to a remote period, to a time early in history. Okay. Say the Negro type is seen in most ancient Mexican sculptures. The Negro figure frequently in most remote traditions of some American Pablo. It is to this race doubtly belong to the most ancient skeleton distinctive from the red American race, which has been found in various places from Bolivia to Mexico. It is likely to repeat American Negro continent. Now look, what tell you? We went here. Let me see something. Do we touch on this? Hold up, let me see something. Look. All right. Went here. Showed you the people, these so-called Mayans in the ballpark. Okay. What did he just say? That the Negro figure frequently in ancient Mexican cultures, right? These are what we consider to be the Mayans or the Aztec or whatever you want, however you want to call them. You know what I'm saying? But this is Mayan world. These is Negroes. All right. He gets told you that the Negro figure frequently, right? Look, we go here. We go to the Olmecs, right? Which these idiots will tell you we go to the Olmecs, okay? It's the reason why they show you these braids on the brother right here. See this? See this? See this? See, this brother hair could stay like this for months, okay? But if we put this on a Mexican, you're going to have to keep doing his hair every motherfucking day, or at least every other, well, shit, every day. Because as soon as it get wet, the braid's going to come right out, okay? So we see that these brothers right here, hairs consistently. This is the back of the Olmec. They don't never show you the back of the Olmec because they don't want you to see that the Olmec had braids in his head, okay? They don't want you to see that. Now, bad enough, the lips and the nose is consistently with our people. Now, that's two images that they show you, right? Now, let's go here to the Codex Mendoza, okay? Now, you got to understand, y'all, a lot of these images, they lightened up, y'all. I'm telling you, they lightened a lot of these images up, y'all. A lot of them, look, but some of them are still the original content. See this? It's a Negro. Now, what did Carlos Chavez says? Let me see. He said, let me see, hold up. He said the most ancient Mexican sculptures, the Negro figure frequently in most remote traditions of some American Pablo. It is to this race not only belong most ancient skeletons, Naya, Luzia, okay? Naya, Luzia. He said more ancient skeleton, and this is at a time when most people use common sense. They didn't have to use all this technology. Was saying, well, damn, we need to update this. Nah, what he was saying back then, from the time that he made these claims, was right. Because it wasn't the racism like we see now to where they was trying to hide this stuff, okay? Why would he tell you this? Because it's obvious. We go here to the Kodak Mendoza. This is a motherfucking Negro, okay? Even though that they lighten these images up, more Negroes. These are more Negroes right here. And then, like I said, and this is consistent with what you see here in South America, okay? This is consistent with what we see here. And what he said. Now look, this is the Yucatan, Guatemala, where they found Naya at, okay? Even though they found her in the underwater cave or whatever, but look, more obvious looking Negro. Never mind, we know these devils aren't indigenous to this land, and he got wings on their back. So these are more fictional characters. These are the real characters. You see that headband, the same way I keep telling people, man. You see these headbands all through the damn Americas, and this is the reason why when you see a lot of them motherfucking coats of arms, you see them headbands. Now check this out. Same thing. See that? Look, same thing. You see this in Louisiana, same headbands. Well, and like I said, if we had to sit here and guess and say, well, hold up, these motherfuckers got dreadlocks. What phenotype will we assume that they was, even if we didn't even know? We would say that these are Negroes. And this is in Peru. You understand what I'm saying? The Incas. Showed you the picture of the Incas. Well, I think this is in I can't, this ain't have no caption on it or whatever, but I'm quite sure that this is somewhere in Americas as well. You know, we got him. Now look, this is the killer right here. Now I showed this just Brother Sanchez or to other jokers, and you know they always gonna allude with the bullshit, but why are they showing you a Negro? This is consistent with everything I just showed you with everything, whether it was in Mexico, whether it was in Peru, whether it was in West Indies, whether it was here in North America. They are showing you that it wasn't nothing but Negroes, because America is a Negro continent, just like he said. Just like he said, the most ancient skeletons distincted from the red American race, which has been found in various places from Bolivia to Mexico. It is likely, we repeat, America was a Negro continent, okay? Why is he saying that? Oh, he's saying that because if we go to the Codex, if we go here, we see obvious looking dark-skinned people, right? We go to the Olmecs. We see obviously looking dark-skinned people with wide noses and big lips. Same thing that Negroes got. All right. Now, you know, some of us don't have them same features. Some of us might have a more broader nose, or however you want to look at it, right? If we go to the Boma Park murals, we find more Negroes. You niggas is going all the way to Kemet, or what we call Kemet, and claiming to be Egyptians when your ancestry don't even come from Egypt. Your ancestry, when you take that shit, even though we know that that shit is fake or whatever, it only matches up with the people that's in West Africa and some South Sudan or South African tribes or whatever. And we know why they doing that, because they doing that on purpose. All right, your DNA, there is no DNA can tell you ethnicity. If they tested you with certain Asian people, you will have similar genetic traits to them, because we know that the Asians, the original Asians, were black. They wasn't black with no straight hair like the Asians you see now. Because how do you got pictures? Let me see something. Let me see if I can find this picture real quick. Let me see if I can find this picture real quick. Let me see if I can find a picture. I'm looking for an ancient picture, not no new picture. I know what, I probably ain't gonna be able to find it like this. But it's a picture that I got somewhere. I just can't. I really don't feel like looking through my images or whatever. But there's a picture I got that shows you like maybe 10 so-called Japanese sitting in a row, and they all got dreadlocks in their hair, and they look just like they are Negroes. They Negroes. These ain't no motherfucking no Japanese like you see now. But like I said, man, that has to be really researched, because when you look into a lot of this information, it's like they hung them. Who else was they in? Bad, y'all. That's the video from yesterday. Matter of fact, let me close this shit out. Let me close that out. But yeah, man, like I said, man, America was a Negro continent. And then you got Now people will sit there and tell you, well, oh, the Smithsonian Institute is not peer reviewed, but the Smithsonian Institute got fucking researchers and people who go out and people who write peer review research. You idiots. Okay? Let me see, hold up. All right. Love to use it. Love to use it. Love it. Love it. Love it. Love it. Love it. Love it. Because this pretty much is an open and shut case, man. All right. All right. Small number of early specimens. No. 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 Let me go back up. All right. Puzzle with modern Native Americans. Oh my God. My bad, y'all. My bad. My bad. My bad. All right, let me make sure it's not moving. But their lives of puzzle, modern Native Americans closely resemble the people of China, Korean, and Japan. Now, this is my theory, okay? I believe that all life started in the Americas, okay? We don't know how close these other continents are truly to America. We don't know if, like I said, I don't see no people here that look like Australians. So I X that out because Australians got strong features. The Australian Aborigines got very strong features. I don't see too many brothers here who got strong features that look like the Australian Aborigines, as well as got their hair, unless they have probably a mixture of other. That's not the overall majority of us here. Probably a small percentage of us got that look like the so-called Aborigine. And when I say small, it's probably less than 1%. All right. They say, but there lies a puzzle. Modern Native Americans for China, Korea, and Japan. But the oldest American skeletons do not. Say archaeologist and paleontologist James Chatter. Now you got to take that shit up with James Chatter. You don't take it up with the Tonchins one. You got to take it up with him. And you can't just make some shit up because you wanted to fit your narrative of what you're saying. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, you got these niggas who keep on touching, oh, well, they had African burial grounds in New York. No, it's Negro burial ground. And understand this. Understand this. Jack Forbes already told you when Columbus took the people who were supposed to be, I don't know what phenotype you think the people who was in that was already in on the island of Espanol was, but when they pop up in Spain, they pop up and they call it Negro de terrors. They're obviously saying that they was Negroes. Okay, that's 1 point. 2 points is the Jesuit letters are also telling you that the people in Brazil was already Negroes, that the Portuguese did not bring no Africans there. The people in Brazil was already there. If anything, they took people from Brazil to Portugal and Africa, okay? Now, it says a small number of early specimens discovered has smaller and shorter faces and longer and narrow skulls. Later Native Americans resemble the modern people of Africa, Australia, and South Pacific Islanders. Now, look, let's see something. Now, let's see something. Okay. Polynesian. Now, we know that these are the kids from the Solomon Island right here. All right. Now, look. Black Pacific Island, Melanesians. You see these beautiful kids, man? See these look just like us, man. Look just like us. Beautiful kids, man. Let's see something. Let's go to Melanesia. Hold up, my bad, y'all. Let me show me exactly what I wanted to see. Hold up. Hold up. You know what? Let me see that real quick. Afro-Peruvians. Look. They go to real Peruvians right there. They go to real Peruvians right there. There they go right there. They go to real Peruvians right there. See that? They're the real Peruvians right there. We know all these people that got these straight hairs either came from Asia or they mixed with the fucking Spaniards that came there. Okay, but we know, according to the images that we seen, that the original Peruvians was Negroes. All right. Now, I just want to go back to what I was looking at the first time. The Pacific Islanders, just to show you that the people in Pacific Islanders are Negroes. Okay. Let me see. Let's go here to indigenous. All right. So let's see some things. Let's see some things. Fiji's. Look just like us. Look just okay. Now I read something yesterday that told you that the Asians came and invaded a lot of these islands. That's the reason why you see most of these people have Asian features, right? Now check this out. Fiji, it's a Negro. Look at this brother. Motherfucking Negro. Look, the Fijis. Okay, look. The Fijis, Negroes. Okay, let's stop. Let's stop playing these damn games, man. Now, what the Smithsonian telling you? It's saying Native American, it's saying Native Americans more closely resembling the modern people of Africa, Australia, and South Pacific Islands. All right. Now, if these people do not look, listen, if these people right here do not look like African Americans, then I don't know what the fuck to say no more. I don't know what to say no more. These are Fijians. All these islands are in the Pacific Islands, all of them. Some of them got different names, but they're all the Pacific Islands. Look at these sisters. Look just like my fucking family, man. This is the reason why he's telling you that these people, these are us, man. And you got, let me see, let me just go. Let me make sure y'all can hear me, man. Yo, man, press one if y'all can hear me, man. Somebody let me know if y'all can hear me. Let me see. Mic check, mic check, mic check. All right. Somebody just hit one for me just to let me know I'm still in this motherfucker. Still in the house. Peace to the chat. Peace to everybody in the chat room. Love you brothers and sisters, man. And Jolito. Just let me know if y'all can hear me. All right, bet. Let's get back to the now. What now? Now hold up. What did the Smithsonian Institute say we look like? People from Australia and South Pacific Islands. Now let's go. Let's matter of fact, you know what? I'm gonna open a new tab up. Now look. Now even though we know some of these people bleach themselves out. And what did the Smithsonian Institute tell us? The people, the original people here looked alike: Africans, Australians, and South Pacific Islands. Now let's go to Australia. Because people are slow, man. You can keep on showing people shit. You can keep on showing people shit, but people is fucking slow, man. I'm showing you people all around Americas, man, that look that exposed that is Negro. All right. Now, let me make sure that these are. Let me make sure, because we know the Europeans went there and mixed with a lot of these people too. That's why you see some of these brothers looking like this or whatever. Same thing that happened to us here. All right, let me see something. Let me see if I can find an original. Let me see. Oh no, you know what? Hold on, let me see something. Let me put the Aborigines in. Oh. All right, now look. Now let's take a look at these people. Now you tell me, do you see anybody on this landmass that look like them? So I'm a X this out of the equation because I don't see nobody who look like these people here. Now we clearly see people who look like this. All right, now what does Smithsonian Institute say? Let's go ahead. It says it say more closely resemble the people Australian South Pacific Island. We don't look like Australians, so I'm gonna X that out. We do look like Africans, and we motherfucking South Pacific Island, the South Pacific. Now look, let's just in case you got people, man. That ain't the Pacific. Let's see. Let's go to South Pacific. Let's go to South Pacific. Let's go to Solomon Islands. Let's go to Melanesian. Let's go to Polynesian. Bro, listen, stop playing with the damn Autochthonous one, man. This is not a damn game, bro. We already know we was here. Okay? We already know we was here. We just showed you people in the Fijis. Look at the people in Hawaii. And we know how the people in Hawaii even look like they look because of the Japanese that came in. Okay? We know. We already know. Look at this brother right here. Look at this brother right here. This brother right here look like one of my uncles, man. You know what I'm saying? Just like these brothers right here too, man. Let's stop these games, man. Let's stop playing. Stop fucking playing with me, man. Look at these people right here. This is Hawaii, 1890. Look at these people, man. Oh, here go right here. Here go the picture of Japan, Japanese right here. The picture I was telling you about. Bam, look. See that? See these people? Now, like I tell you, I believe my own personal, from my research, I believe all life started here in the Americas. And what happened was people from here went across the Bering Strait and probably the people responsible for in Asia. And we know that fucking Russians is black Russians. All of them regions is connected. Let me see something. Hold on, that's going a little too far off though. But this pretty much clears up everything. This is Hawaii right here, man. They all got afros. You don't see no African wearing afros like this, man. You don't see them wearing. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry, y'all. You don't see no Africans wearing afros like this, man. You don't. You don't. And you don't hear none of these people from the Fijis who look like saying that they African. We the only people who've been rocked to sleep that's been told that. Because we don't want to be from America because we don't want to. But guess what? Africa is colonized too. So you might as well claim where the fuck you really from and stop saying, oh, well, we all life started in Africa. No, it did not. I don't believe that. I don't believe all life started in Africa. And then you got people, oh, that's the biggest continent. And I'm not trying to listen. Like I said, I'm perfectly happy if we did start in Africa. I have no problem if we started over there. But we didn't. We didn't. When I read Michael Cremore book, we was always here in the Americas because you gotta pretty much piece it together, bro. You gotta pretty much piece it together. If the people that they claiming came across the Bering Strait been here for 26,000 years, how long you think the first Americans been here? or the people that they resembling Africans, Australian, South Pacific, how long you think they've been here? Now, let's go back to what I was originally talking about. Now, we went here. We went to the Boma Park. The Mayans, obviously showing you Negroes, okay? Showed you the Olmecs. Olmecs got braids in the back of their head, okay? The people that's in that region right now cannot wear braids, nor can Chinese people wear braids. They can't wear no fucking braids, but let's say put a perm in their hair. Let's stop playing. Their hair is not made to put braids in their hair, bro. Let's stop fucking playing. Go right here to the Codex Mendoza. Look at the people that they send. This is a damn Negro, okay? This is a motherfucking Negro. We go here to Peru. The Incas. Look, this brother ain't got no straight hair. This is a damn Negro. You understand? Now we know that the word Negro is a property term, but just to keep it consistent with what we talk about, we go here to the Chinchilla Cemetery in Peru. These are motherfucking dreadlocks, and these mummies are about 8,000 years old. So when they tell you the Mayan civilization was the first civilization, how? How? Let's hold up. Let's before I get out of here, let's go back and revisit Peru real quick. Let me see. Do I got anything up about Peru? No, I ain't got nothing up. Hold up for a second. Let's go to Roof Sadie, what Brother Oak said. Like I said, get off the short bus, y'all. Get off the motherfucking short bus and stop playing. All right. Now, hold on. Let me read this right here. Let me check this out. I ain't never read this shit right here. I'm gonna read this and get the hell up out of here. Y'all got things I gotta do today. But like I said, man, if you want to donate to the documentary Culture Freedom, Hidden Cultures of the Americas, the link is in the description. Definitely all donations, whether it's $1, whether it's $15,000. Shit, I don't care. As long as I can get this documentary out in the proper fashion, I will not be cussing in this documentary. It will be a lot more presentable. Like I'm trying to do this more for education purposes, so this can be, I can edge this in time where it will always be there. Just like you got hidden colors or whatever, we want to put together something for us here. We don't want Tariq Nasheed to put together, oh, it was already black people here, and then he start talking about Abu Bukhari and how people came here. Oh, he came here with 15,000 boats or whatever. The fuck out of here, man. Fuck out of here, man. All right, let's read this. All right, now check this out. Discovery of a 4,500-year-old mummy shed lights on ancient Peru. Okay, now this is the civilization here that was way before the Olmecs. I just showed you that they had seeds and that the agriculture dates back to 8,000 years, right? I showed you that already. Now check. Let's read a little bit of this. Let's go through this. All right, let's go through this. All right. Archaeologists in Peru have discovered the 45-year-old mummy. Now, remember the Chinchilla. Let me just open that up just for any of you guys who don't. We're gonna fuck it. I think I'm spelling it right. Chinchilla mummies. Guess what video you see when it pops up? Look, the Thompsonist one. See that? Mummies with dreadlocks in the Chinchilla. See this? Let me see something. Let me see this one right here. Now they're gonna show you people with blonde hair. We know that they probably went in with wigs and shit. People here, man. Remember the general rule, man. What he said, man. What all the people here saying, man. Not just Carlos Marquez, man. They all knew it was all Negroes here. And like I said, you ain't got to go through no scholarly website to find none of this shit out. You really don't. Let me find the date on this. Well, this one say 1,200 years, but the originally one I had was 8,000 years. Let me get that one original document. I think it's this. I'm gonna go back here, read a little bit of this. I'm gonna show that, and we're gonna close this out. All right. Archaeologists in Peru have discovered a 45-year-old mummy. It's a woman buried near one of the most ancient cities in America, Shady Soil. Said the mummy was probably a noblewoman who died at age 40 to 50 years old and was buried in the coastal region of Peru. It's about 45 miles away from Peru, a city with some of the most ancient pyramids in America. Both sides stands about 3 hours north of modern capital of Lima. The mummy was buried with carved objects, of monkeys and birds, with shady soil suggests possibly trade between coastal towns and Peru, a larger inland city. Shady soil deducted the woman's social status from the values of diversity origins of the objects around her: seashells, carved desert birds, and designs of jungle monkeys. Shady Soil team has dated the mummies to be about 2500 BC, around the same time that the people of the regions began building pyramids, but has not off a theory as to the woman's death. The settlements of the Kuru civilization, she said the sacrifice of humans being was not regular. It said they were very rare. She also suggests to the Adena News Agency, it say that the objects reveal gender equality and kind that let both women and men hold leadership roles and achieve a high social status. Let's read some more of this, man. It's very interesting. It said the place in which she was buried and the form of intimate shows that a high social status that this person achieved about 4,500 years ago. The woman was found with a necklace of seashells and a spondylus pendant of 4 topaz. It say on bones and brooches. I guess that's how you say, carved with the designs of birds and monkeys. Shady also argue that the music was an important part of life in ancient cities, citing that recent discoveries of four-bone flutes found in the nearby excavation of Supi Puerto. It say to the north, and 32 flutes in Peru. Similarities between the instruments and their apparent origins from around Peru. Shady argued trades in items and cultures between cities of Andes. Although ancient American rise pyramids and cities around the same time. Now check it. Say although ancient American rise pyramids and cities around the same time. Now remember, they was first. They trying to say around the same. When they say around the same time, meaning that they want to try to. They don't want to mess Egypt history up. But guess what? Guess what they found? The mummification process in Egypt that they was using fucking coca leaves. What did the encyclopedia say? The encyclopedia said the mummification process started in America, which was 8,000 years ago, which was the same time as the fucking Chuchilla mummies over here. Okay? 8,000 BC. 8,000 BC plus plus 2018 will be 10,000 years ago, even though we know that they're older, all right? It says, built the monuments in Giza. Far less about the people of the Noti Kochi as the ancient societies of northern Peru have become known as their African counterpart. It is a question of scale. Peru has 6 monumental platform mounds. It's a better known as pyramids. They sunken circular courts and large hive-like structures thought to be home for the upper, middle, and low-class people. All suggest a complex society that could be organized to create huge city projects. All right, let's keep it moving. They say, but archaeology disagrees about the origins of nature of this part of the ancient Americas. Shady posit is say that Peru in inland cities grew out of fishing communities like Peru. It say while archaeologists such as Jonathan Had, it say, and curator, it say as at the Field Museum in Chicago argue that the settlement came from the valley. Has also said evidence does not support that the idea that Peru stood at the center of the ancient American empire. Say has declined to comment on unpublished findings, but noted that there are equally large and monumental sites in nearby valleys, and that there is no empirical evidence so far that binds some 30 ancient settlements to any central power. Instead, he argues that the cities were part of a decentralized community that shared its culture and which, like the Egyptians a world away, relied on canals and irrigation to grow corn and other food. The people of Chico borrowed the technology in agriculture, he said, but were definitely the inventors. Hold up. It says the people of Norte Chico borrowed this technology of agriculture. He said, but were definitely the inventors of their own kind of governance, ceremonial architecture, and monumental constructions. All right. All right, so you pretty much understand what the hell going on, man. All right, so let me see something with this real quick, and then we're gonna get out of here, man, and do a review of what we talked about, and then we're gonna get the hell out of here. Let them fool you. America was a Negro continent, man. Now this is a bullshit site, all right. This is not nothing to where I should be backflipping, but guess what though? It has sources. You see the dreads? Look at the locks. All of them had locks in their head. They try to show you these motherfuckers. This shit look like a fucking look like braids, man. Like some shit they done put in the people's heads, man. Like a fucking wig or something. Now they don't have no. I'm trying to find a date, man. I know that the original date that I found was about. Well, you know what? Let me see. I'm gonna go one more time, real quick, and see if I can find another date, just to show you guys. Like I said, man, America's a Negro continent, man. Don't let these motherfuckers fool you, man. Oh, it was all types of people. This is a melting pot. Yeah, all right. This wasn't no melting pot. The people originally here, with the exception of outsiders, the Europeans that came here, the Spanish that came here, okay? Don't believe the hype. Don't believe what they fucking tell you, man. Because a lot of father had these discussions, man. They just really not. They really not qualified to have these discussions, man. I'm sorry. You can read an article or you can watch a video. One article is not research. Straight the fuck up. It's not research. Let me see something. Now, let me see something. All right. So it say the most popular excursion from Nazca, the Tuchilla Cemetery. All right, say south of Nazca. It would satisfy any urges you have to see the ancient bones, skulls, mummies dating back to Nazca late civilization around. Now they say 800 AD. All right. I say grave robbers and archaeologists evidence of previous. Nah, this, you know what? This ain't right and exact, man. Because, like I said, the original one I found said that these people was about 8,000 years old. That because, you know what? Let me see something. I'm gonna show you the pyramids they found them in. Pyramid of Sky. I think that's it. Pyramid of the Sky. The fuck is this? I ain't never see this before. Wow, you see that? I ain't never see this before, y'all. Y'all ever seen this? Wow. I never seen this before. Is this is Karoo? Wow. I never seen y'all. I never seen that before right there, yo. That's beautiful. Wow. Wow. This right here, yo, this is beautiful right here. You see this shit, man? That's beautiful, yo. I never seen nothing like that before, yo. Let me see something. These are, this is pyramid right here. This is it. This is Paco. Marco Paco. Let's see. They found they found them Tuchilla mummies next to this right here. See this? Now look at this shit. It's beautiful, man. Look at that shit. Look. Let me see something, because I never knew how old Marco Paco was. Let me see if I can find it. We seeing how far the agriculture go back. Let me see something. Uh, hmm. They trying to say that these periods. Let me see something. Cause it's so funny, right? Let me see something. That's going. Yes, man. So it's not giving you a definite what's name. But you know what I'm starting to think? I'm starting to think that this picture right here is definitely in Peru or South America. That picture that's in America, the earliest depiction. This picture right here. And remember, in Georgia, they found Mayan ruins too. In Georgia here, they found Mayan ruins. Even when you see this, because you see them, you see right now. I'm not sure whether or not this is in Peru, but you know what? The brother Medicine Man know for sure because he said he read the book America, the Earliest Depiction. I actually got the PDF. I never actually read it, but I definitely got it. I definitely got the PDF, the book. I got 2 different copies of it. But yeah, man, like I said, man, you know, you go back and you really, this is something definitely. Shout out to Johnny Aborigine, man. A lot of people don't give the brother credit, but without some of his memes, a lot of his information would not be a lot of information would not be brought to the forefront, man, because brothers wasn't doing research. So definitely shout out to the brother Johnny Aborigine for bringing forth some of this information. Once again, the Negro type is seen in most ancient Mexican sculptures. The Negro figure frequently in most remote traditions of some American Pablo. It is to this race that only belong the most ancient skeleton distinctive from the red American race, which has been found in various places from Bolivia to Mexico. It is likely we repeat. It is likely we repeat. America was a Negro continent. How can I back this up? How can you back that up, Autochthonous one? You making this shit up. I can back it up with this right here. Any day now, I guess it'll load up any day. I can definitely back it up with this right here. Just give me a second, y'all. It's loading up. Just give me a second. I can definitely back it up with this right here. All right, let me see. Just give me a second. Still loading up, people. Well, fuck it. It's right here anyway. They say Native Americans closely resemble the modern people of Africa, Australia, and South Pacific Island. We know what Africans look like. Now we know. We already in touch on this though, but now we know what South Pacific Islanders look like too. We know they look just like your ass. They look just like your ass. Shut the fuck up. Let me see. All these people look like us, man. Even with the exception to like some of these, like I said, you look at this. I mean, well, what is this right here? They try to say the African diaspora. Man, if you don't stop this shit, man. If you don't stop this bullshit, they want you to believe everybody started from Africa because that's only going to fit these European narratives that they ain't from nowhere. Because now you're going to start saying, well, hold up. Well, where did these Asians with these straight hair come from? Where did the Indians with the straight hair come from? Because the Indian, anybody who don't have the same hair texture as us or whatever, for the most part, none of our people got straight hair. Yeah, you might have some softer texture hair than some other people, but for the most part, ain't none of your hair falling straight down off your face. Like you got a perm in your shit. I don't see too many niggas. The only Negroes I see that got hair like that is niggas who mixed. I don't see too many Negroes naturally with straight fucking hair. I do not see that. I don't see it. I just don't see it, okay? Look at these sisters right here. Do these sisters don't look like no African Americans or so-called Aborigines in North America? Honestly, these sisters don't look nothing like no Aborigines. Let's look at some more before we get out of here. Look, man, look at these people, man. Now we could obviously the ones that got the more age and influence, man. We could definitely see them. Let's see something. They ain't got no capture, so I don't know exactly where they from. More Fiji people though. Let me see something. Samoans. Look at these. The real Samoans, not the motherfuckers that been mixed with the damn look at these brothers, man. Look at these. Look at it. Like I said, man, let's go to the map and see where exactly we at. All right, so we close this on up. Now check this out. All right, I wasn't trying to see that right there, but you know what? Let me see something. You know what? Hold up. All right, so fuck is it keep showing like that? That's not what I want to see. Let me see something. All right, here we go. All right, do not form that round ball again like you just did. Shit. Ah, why the fuck is it doing this shit? I don't know why the hell it's doing that. I don't normally do this shit. My bad, y'all. I do not know why it's doing that. This is some real goofy shit. Try one more time, man. We know the Pacific Island is like, when we want to say west of California. So when we look at California, we said we got California right here. That's a long ass way though, man. Right here, from right here to right there, that's longer than fucking Africa. Look, well, that's longer than Africa right there. To get to them islands in the Pacific Island, it's longer than Africa. Look. Look. You got Australia right here, Indonesia, South Sea, Solomon Sea, whatever, Pacific Islands. You see all this shit right here? Now here go the islands, and all these islands right here, Melanesian, Fiji, all these islands right here, man. You understand what I'm saying? And Hawaii is somewhere over here somewhere. Like, I can't get it like this because this is showing real goofy today. My bad, y'all, though. But you pretty much get it, man. You know what I'm saying? We already went over there. So now just to clear it up, just to go back over some more research. Showed you the Kodak Mendoza, more Negroes. Showed you the Olmecs. back of the heads, the face, the front look like Negroes, back of the head. These people did not come from with Albert Bukhari and his so-called 1,500 ships and shit like that. We know that's in Fort Knox that went around the world was found here in the Americas. It did not come from Africa. Okay? Most of all the rent these people got, they got from the Americas. They did not get from Africa. They already got it. It was already here 500 years. When did the Bears and fucking Cecil Rhodes going to Africa? And then what, the late 1800s? And got diamonds out of it? Okay, but they already had to go out of this motherfucker for the first 200 years it was here. All right, so showed you the Kodak and Dozer, showed you the Bomber Park murals. Okay, see this? Showed you numerous different depictions of what people depicted these people as. Fucking the Montezuma bloodline. This is another image of Montezuma. This is another image they're showing you, a clear Negro. But people, oh, that's not a Negro. No, that's not. Man, all right, okay. We got Carlos Severus telling you that America was a Negro continent. Why would he make an outlandish statement like that? Why would anybody say that America was a Negro continent if that's not so? Showed you the Incas. Showed you the Chuchilla mummy with dreadlocks. That's something else. Showed you the Yucatan, Guatemala. Okay? Showed you the people with afros in their head. These do not look like the people that's there. So you want to keep on playing games and keep on saying that, then you only lying to yourself. Okay? Showed you Paraguay. People with obviously afros and obviously melanated people who look just like the people we just seen in South Pacific Islands. Showed you the people in Peru. Like I said, point times in, and you still trying to say, look, the Olmec civilization was not the first civilization. Peru outdates the civilization that was found in the so-called Olmec civilization. All right. So, like I said, man, y'all want to support your brother, man, please support me. The link is in the description. If you can send a donation so I can get this documentary out. Like I said, I already got me GoPro, which I already then downloaded. A lot of stuff I already started on my phone, but this GoPro is only going to be the finisher of what I need to do as far as get this shit done. I'm trying to get me a camera with a tripod or whatever so I can definitely set up and record on that. And like I said, I'm trying to get out to where I have to travel, and some of these people might need advancements of financial of Federal Reserve notes. And when I mean advancements, meaning that being as though that I do plan on putting this documentary out to where I am going to try to receive some type of Federal Reserve note or some type of you know what I'm saying, monies or whatever for the work that I put in or whatever. People going to definitely need some of that. So I can either pay them first or I can pay them once the documentary get out and the proceeds get, you know what I'm saying, start accumulating. I'd rather just pay them first or whatever and just get them out the way so I can just go ahead and do what I need to do so I can start working on part 2, because it's a lot, man. It's a lot to go on, man. So like I said, we ain't get show you the Olmecs. We showed you the Bomber Park. We showed you the Kodak Mendoza. We showed you Chinchilla Mummy. We showed you Montezuma. We showed you numerous images of them showing you Negroes is already here. Okay? So like I said, man, don't let these people keep on lying to you. Don't live your lie. Don't live your life in a lie. If you know it was no Negroes here and you see evidence of Negroes here, then you need to start reevaluating the way you do, the way this information is being taught to you. Okay? Like I said, man, definitely if you can help out, you want to go ahead and cop a t-shirt or you want to cop something to your likings. I got about 50, 60 different styles on my website or whatever. The link is in the description at Teesprings. Also, if you would like to donate, it could be $1, it could be $2, it could be whatever you can afford, man. You know what I'm saying? I know most of us, we're not financially set or whatever, and it's all good. It's all good. We only need a few brothers and sisters who may be financially set to help out so we can get this documentary out properly. Okay. So with that being said, man, you already know who this is, man. This is your boy, the Autochthonous one, man. Everybody in the chat room, I appreciate y'all, man. Jolito, Chio, I forgot how the lady said it, man. The Cherokee greeting, my bad, y'all. But nonetheless, though, man, I definitely appreciate everybody who come through, everybody who leave kind words, everybody who definitely support the Autochthonous one. I got, man. America is a Negro continent, man. Because everywhere you look, all you find is Negroes here, man. All you find is Negroes here. Real quick, before we get out of here. Real quick. Let's do a quick run through real quick. I want some images real quick before we get out of here. Now, one or two images. This is Virginia, okay? Even though it say London, these are the people in Virginia that they found, which is Negroes, all right? More Negroes they found. More obviously looking melanated people here. Here you go, more melanated people with obviously Afro type haircuts. You do see some long hair and some braids right here, but for the most part, this is out of America's earliest depiction. Here we go. See, obviously Afros, more people with them same headbands and the feather coming out. Right here. More Negroes. These are not Africans. These are the people, indigenous people. This is Quay Septentrial. No more images. These are actually the people that was in Louisiana. All right. Negroes. See these people. See these so-called Indians right here in Massachusetts. These don't look like Indians. Them are Negroes. Okay. See your own brother helping your own side brother, kidnapping your own brother, or about to do something probably sick and crazy to him. See this man right here in front of the Jesuit, the Pope, and the conquistadors. These are more Negroes. More images. More images of melanated people here. More images. Like I said, man, it goes on and on and on, man. Fiji's, North America, Fiji's. Look at this. Look. Look how these people look just like us, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. Stop playing with us, man. I don't know exactly where this at. That's it a little bit. See these more Negroes. Negro, obviously. Okay, all right. More Negroes. I guess these would be your Slavics or whatever. So with that being said, man, I already showed you Barbados, Feather Crown. Look, more sellouts. Like I said, man, America was a Negro continent, man. No matter where we go in Mexico, we see the images there, the statues, as well as the murals, as well as the drawings that they depicted. It was Negroes here already, man. And we did not come from Africa. The Olmecs did not come from Africa with Mansa Musa. You do not see no Olmec statues in Africa. Why is that? Because they didn't come from Africa. All right. So that being said, man, it's your boy the time to this one, man. I appreciate everybody for coming out, man. Gotta actually stop this video, man. I've been going on for a minute. Um, Shout out to everybody though in the chat room. Appreciate y'all. Definitely appreciate y'all, man. Definitely. So, like I said, man, with that being said, man, I am the Taunch in this one, and you are all the Taunchons of North America, South America, Central America, and the conjoining islands. Do not let these fake scholars lie to you and keep on misleading you and telling you things that's definitely not true about where we came from and who we are. Okay, the information shows you. You got scholars telling you America was a Negro continent, and you don't have to believe no guy like Rob Bourne who telling you because they had, oh, they got African burial. No, they Negro burial grounds. They're not African burial grounds. They're Negro burial grounds. And that's the thing. They want to put African on everything when they're Negro. Understand, the Negro, the physiognomy of the Indian and the Negro is that the same. Alicia Coleman wrote that in Let the Blood Stay Pure, as well as Jack Forbes. He wrote that also, that these people from the island of Espanol, they pops up over there as Negro the terrorists, Negro from the New World. So like I said, let's foolishness, man. A lot of these brothers don't do proper research. The Olmec civilization was not the oldest civilization in Central America. We know that Peru outdated the Olmec civilization probably about 3 or 4 times how many years the Olmec civilization existed. So with that being said, man, I am the Taunch in this one, man. And I appreciate all the brothers and sisters for coming out, man. With that being said, man, everybody enjoy their day, man. Have a good one, okay? Peace.